foreign, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. And off we go from Denver. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. A huge play there right off the bat. 61 yards that time on the ground. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete to number 10,
Tyreek Hill. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
The score, Chiefs 7, Broncos nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Fighting through it. He's got space. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, this defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon, spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
24 is the mic. Yeah, that's not new. 24 is the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield. He'll go up top here for Hamler. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to KJ Hamler, the rookie. And that'll bring up second down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Mayfield now. Being chased out left.
Got a man. It's the rookie Jerry Jeudy.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
2nd and 11.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. He can't hang it. He's not going to get me. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check. Record.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
On down.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete to number
Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
The extra point.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, no, they got the touchdown. It's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Barkley on 1st down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Mahomes on the key.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one, 49 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Let's go. You tighten up. Hurry. You tighten up. Come on, 56.
1st down, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this one is incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
53,
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. That'll be caught by the rookie, KJ Hamler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's caught at the 10. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Gordon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
3-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
He was brought down.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down now, Barkley. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
56, the mark, boy, 56. Check, 56. Kings, 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 Kings. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Alert, 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 alert. Rush in. Rush in. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for only a couple. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And how about this? It's complete. Some collective excellence. Over there on the sideline, a big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Complete to Saquon.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
The score, Chiefs 28, Broncos 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd down.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Chris Jones. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for first and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one.
But now it's third and goal.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's now fourth.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Denver Broncos.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the... And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. But this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
An acrobatic catch there by Watkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
17 yards.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Now Saquon Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Complete to Saquon Barkley. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
Turnover on downs.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
Now here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
12. And a first down, Chiefs.
A first down carry for Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Kansas City.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
22 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen through.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, he'll air this one deep for... And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 75 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
That makes the score Chiefs 38, Broncos 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jeremiah Tauchu coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42.
6 at the 42-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
On the slant, completes to Sutton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. He completes this to Sutton.
Mayfield's pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd and 5.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 4th down.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
53, check 53. Better bring it. You better bring it.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
First down, Chiefs.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd and a yard, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And this offense continues to pour it on. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you said 3 rushing touchdowns. And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Broncos 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Back at the 46-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Going deep here for Watkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael Ojemudia. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Following the interception, Mayfield.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And all the way down to the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 2-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
he's got a man complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 49 yards. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
And the first down.
Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jeremiah Tauchu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Broncos.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
they can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Denver, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
She right got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk. Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like you go to fraud, but in front of the bait. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before I take.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Ridiculous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. Come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the football, you really need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie, stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb, came out of my mama. I'm running to the shoes, faster than the speeding bullet.